Michael said that you guys have been working on half-court stuff in anticipation of SEC teams trying to slow it down.
Yeah, well, we're just scrimmaging more. I think the biggest thing was putting them in situations because there's so many that come up in a game that they haven't seen. So we're doing more situational work, whether it's man or zone, and scrimmaging. And we'll do it again today.
Is getting, how big of a component is getting it in the van when you're in a half?
Well, they know it, and we've made it clear that when he gets it, it puts pressure on the defense and helps us all. So it's the biggest thing these guys, with 25 seconds in a shot clock, a good shot is different than when there's 7 seconds on the shot clock. 3 minutes left in a close game. What a good shot is a little different than 15 minutes in the flow of the game. That's what they don't understand yet, and that's what we're trying to do when we're scrimmaging. But I'll come back and say this, we're playing on the road at Mississippi, hard game. Ole Miss is a good team. Where are we on the 29th of December on the road within our league? We'll find out, and then not only you find out, then it's where do you have to go? Where do you have to take this? I think it was more discipline. I've been a little tougher in practice as far as holding them accountable, making it clear what we're looking for, and then holding them accountable. So that's what we've been doing.
How have you guys been since coming back from short?
Good. Wasn't short. It was 4 days. They were good. This is a great group of kids. It's just that we're really, really young. And for me, I remember the end of years. I don't remember the grind of it. I forgot how hard some of the stuff is with what we're doing, playing all these young guys. But, knowing they need to be more disciplined, knowing they have to, shot selection, where to put the ball, what they're thinking about. And the only way you can do it is in practice scrimmaging. In other words, I can stop a scrimmage and say no, and here's why. You can't stop a game. Only have so many timeouts. You got to let them play through stuff. And so that's been an issue for us. But it is for every young team.
How tough is it for a young team to make that transition from when you're so good in transition, but then learning to, okay, the break's not there, we've got to settle down, play a half-court game?
We're pretty good in the half court. I mean, it's, again, what happens in the half court at times is, okay, shot selection, where the ball needs to go, situational, why are we doing this, when to put them into pick and rolls. And that's all stuff that, I've got to teach and they've got to learn. And but we shoot it well enough, we penetrate well enough, we got enough of a post game. There's no reason that we shouldn't be good in the half court. And historically, my teams could play really fast and beat you, or they could play in the half court and beat you. There are situations that this group has never been in that you try to put in practice so that they can see them, and then talk them through it. Because when you think they know, they don't know. They're just, well, I had a shot. Yeah, but there's 25 seconds left on the clock, and we could have got a better shot. Or we could have used clock and made them try to foul, or, And it also goes to defense in the half court. The discipline and again, what we're demanding now. But it's going to take time. I mean, it doesn't happen, okay, we want break, come back and have 3 or 4 practice days or 3 or 4 practices. It's going to take time. And I hope we're ready for a road game in the league, in the environment that I would imagine is going to be off the chain like everywhere else we go, that these guys are ready for it.
Is it going to be t-shirt night?
Bat night, cup night. I hope they don't give away balls because they can throw those.
Talk about how difficult it is for the players to have to trust one another. Was that specifically directed toward this team, or is that just...
No, yesterday stopped him 7 times. Why would a guy not do this and run to his own man? He doesn't trust somebody has him. So yesterday, every time a guy lacked trust in his teammate, I stop him and say, do you understand that's what that is, guys? And then the other side of it is, why would a guy not trust? Normally, he's looking through his own glasses. Can't trust me, so I'm not trusting anybody. Like, I'm not focused on what I'm doing for the team. I'm just trying to find my man. And so if everybody's playing the way I'm playing, I can't trust anybody. And that's what again, it was only like 4 months ago they were in Vegas playing 3 games a day, trying to guard their man and make sure it's him and I and who's better or my better. I mean, this is all new. And that's, like I said, the trust defensively. But look, they're not selfish, and they're good kids. They want to get better. They want to be coached. Just we're young.
It seems like you spend a lot of time trying to put perspective on things so fans, media, and everyone doesn't get too high when you guys really look good or too low, like when you lose a game. How susceptible are the guys, the players, to that sort of environment, the highs and lows?
Well, they're playing at Kentucky, and you either win or there's death. I mean, that's how it is here, and you have to deal with it. But what I'm doing as a coach is I can't get caught on the highs and lows of this. There's a process that we always go through. I have to remind myself of that sometimes. I can remember the team that everybody would say, oh, we're so good, we started 4 or 5 freshmen, lose our first game, lose a bunch of games, and end up going to the final game with the chance to win the national title. And I kept saying to everybody, we got a good team. I like my team, and this team is the same. We've got a good team. We've got to have a couple guys catch up. We got a couple guys that got to get better, and I kept it real the last couple days. A couple of you guys should kiss me for playing you, because you should not even get in the game. When you see me, don't think I'm mad at you. You should say, oh, I love this guy. He puts me in games, and I know I shouldn't be getting in. I mean, I kept it real. I mean, I can sit here and lie to them, but the reality of it is everybody has a responsibility to the other guy to do what they can do. And if they can't do what's asked of them, then they shouldn't be on the court. And it's so simple. That's it. And, you could say confidence. Well, you better have some confidence, because it's hard to stay in there if you don't. This is the big boy game. Every game we play is like that. I'm watching Mississippi. They're physical. Andy's done a great job. They post the ball. They'll shoot threes. They're doing their zones. They're 1-3-1. They're 2-2-3. They're throwing a little 2-2-1 at you. They're going man and trying to steal and deny, and they're playing physical. They're rebounding. They're playing like his teams play. And he's got a whole new group. A couple of the kids who are coming back, and those are you could tell, the leaders of his teams, the guys that are the seniors. But, hard game for us, hard road. They're all hard. And then on the road, and you're us, doubly hard.
You mentioned they played some 1-3-1, played a lot of it lately. What sort of challenges?
Well, they did the last game. The game before they didn't. Then you just.
You don't know if they're going to play it or not.
If they
do, what are the challenges for you going up against the 1-3-1?
Well, you think about this. If you spread the court on my team, it's usually pretty good for us.
Use your quickness and athleticism.
If you spread the court on us, whether it's in a press it's usually pretty good for us. But this is a young team. We're prepared to go against it, but that environment, you don't know. That's why I said these are all great learning experiences. You want to win every game you play. You want to win every league game you play and road game you play. It's learning, especially when you're as young as us. Keep learning. And, it doesn't mean I'm not coaching to win or I'm not, passionate about what we're doing. It's just that the reality of us as a team, we got work to do. Got to get better.
You said on the podcast an emphasis has been placed on getting Isaiah the ball, the outlet on the parade. How much have you guys been working on that?
Well, we've kind of split up the teams a little bit so they're more competitive. But, I've talked to the team about it and told them, and he needs to probably play with the ball in his hands more in the half court. But, we're trying to work all that out, trying to, who's where and, how are guys doing. That's the other process of this.
Johnny's shooting free throws much better, Isaiah. Three-point shooting, not quite as big an improvement, but improved, certainly. That seems like two different skills to me. Free throw shooting where everything is settled, that you can collect yourself, and on the other, more instinct. How do you see those two?
Well, I think, free throw shooting, you're standing there, it's more of a confidence thing. I think three-point shooting is more being ready before you catch the ball. Being ready to shoot it, score it before you catch it. And he's getting better. You can't aim it, the three-point line, you just got to let it go. Foul line, it's, you're up there by yourself. So he's getting better. I was surprised that Bam shot it poorly from the foul line. He'd been shooting it well, so.
What'd you get for Christmas, Cal?
What did I get for Christmas? Well, the girls got me, what did they get me?
You're getting yourself in so much trouble.
Is memory the second thing to go with?
I can't even remember what Brad gave me.
Did you like that your kids compared you to the guy from Home Alone?
From where?
Home Alone, when you had your hat on, did you not see those pictures?
No. Somebody told me they took pictures. They're really funny kids. They're really funny. Take pictures of me when I'm not watching and stuff, and then put them out. How about that? You like to have kids like that? And then you wonder why I would never remember what they got me for Christmas.
John, a lot has been made these past couple of weeks about potential NFL draft prospects foregoing their bowl games. What would you tell one of your players if they decided, let's say you're in a meaningless NIT game, and they decided they wanted to sit out?
I haven't thought a whole lot about it. I saw a couple of those situations where, players are doing that. You think about it, you don't want to get hurt before this stuff, and I can understand it. But, I'd probably have to think about it a minute. I haven't, I just kind of glanced at it. Wow, interesting. But I haven't spent any time really dissecting or having, here's why not, to where I could think through. So give me some time, and if you ask me that in a couple of weeks, I'll have a better answer.
Will you have the answer what you got for Christmas, too? No.
Let me think again. What kind of picture was it they took? Then I'll tell you.
It looked like you were just back from running.
It wasn't running, it was walking. What was that?
You had the beanie on and you're in sweats.
Black hoodie, black sweatpants.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Which one took it?
I think it was Aaron, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's. Which brat took it? Thanks, guys.